The Giga Tesla at Town Hall 12, the brand new defense. We are going to attack it with every single troop in the game so that you can see how strong it is at maxed level 5. I'm your host, Judo Sloth. Make sure to subscribe for all of my Clash of Clans update videos. You will get to see the sneak peeks from this brand new Town Hall 12 update as soon as they are released, guys, and make sure to turn on notifications. That's the only way to get notified as soon as we have another sneak peek. So first of all, here we have the barbarians. You can see that it deals damage to 4 different troops at a time. However, if we start to bring more in here, we'll obviously be able to overwhelm it. It will be difficult as we get onto other troops. You'll basically be able to see it in a bit more analysis, but once you take it down, it has that extra massive bomb underneath, takes out a bunch of them barbarians. But let's move on to the archers. The Giga Tesla versus the archers. Remember, the archers have that little bit extra range, but they do have less health, so you can see just how quickly the Giga Tesla is taking them down. Remember, it is shooting 4 of them at a time, and they are just getting shredded, guys. These lower level troops will really get taken out quickly by a maxed level Giga Tesla, so we are going to have to put it in a little bit more strong here. Make sure we have enough archers to take this down and move on to the next one, otherwise we would be here forever. I cannot wait to get on to some of the stronger troops, the bowlers and the Valkyries, for example. All of the archers split up, they know that bomb is underneath. Let's move on to the next troop. Remember, now that the Town Hall acts as a storage, goblins will go straight for it, guys. So what you can see here is that the Giga Tesla works very much like a regular Tesla. It does not activate until the Town Hall takes damage, or until 50% of the base has been destroyed. That will make it activate as well, guys. But what we can do, as we move through some of the troops here, and you see the defense targeting troops, for example, you'll see how I use some spells in order to activate the Town Hall so that the defense targeting troops go for it. Let's finish off the goblins here, having a little bit of issue, so let's put a few others in and see how that big massive bomb underneath fares against them goblins. Take it out, but a few of them are too quick. Let's test it against wall breakers. Now, wall breakers are an interesting one when it comes to the Town Hall 12 and the Giga Tesla. You can see when the Town Hall is not activated, the wall breakers do their thing. Once it is activated, if it's within range, you can see it wipes out wall breakers pretty quick. So if you do have some bases with the Town Hall pushed out to the side, it is a wrecking machine in terms of wall breakers. Look at all of them wall breakers getting absolutely shredded. It actually takes quite a few of them before they manage to get through. Let's spam so many in here, see how many get through, but just look at the damage it is doing. Eventually, there's so many, but you will need something to tank for them wall breakers if the Town Hall is activated and towards the edge of the base. Again, an interesting one here in terms of giants. You can see that since the Giga Tesla isn't activated, the giant will walk right past it. It will ignore it. However, if we activate the Tesla, then the giant will turn around and go for it. So as we move on to hog riders and balloons, we'll show you as to some techniques you can use to help out, but this is going to take a little bit of time in terms of strategy as we develop the Town Hall 12 to see the optimal way of doing this. But as you can see, giants on the Town Hall, I mean, they don't do a lot of damage really, do they? But they are getting shredded by that Giga Tesla. Just shows you the damage that it does against the giants. They are going down super fast. So if you do have a whole heap of giants tanking for bowlers, for example, they will get hit hard by that Giga Tesla. Lava Loon style attacks are going to be changed massively after the update. Check out the balloon here as it just flies right on by that Town Hall just as it normally would. However, if a balloon gets taken down next to the town hall and you activate that Tesla, then it will indeed go for it. So you can see a lightning spell used in this one to activate the Giga Tesla means that the balloon changes its path. Now this could be crazy in terms of balloon pathing if you haven't pre-planned for your balloons to have popped that Tesla. It might cause them to go somewhere where you don't expect them to go. On a base design point of view, you might have to think about if you have a defense next to your town hall, that is going to activate that Giga Tesla. If the balloons even go down in that area, that causes damage to the town hall. It will activate the Giga Tesla, and by doing that, affect the balloon pathing. So this is going to be interesting. I am excited to see how it does affect the meta, but let's move on to the next troop. Okay guys, let's move on to some of the stronger troops so that you can see what the Giga Tesla has to offer. The dragon coming in first here, one of my favorite troops. Let me know down in the comments what yours is and your thoughts about the Giga Tesla. But the dragons, it's not a defense targeting troop per se, it will go for anything, therefore it will activate the Giga Tesla. It is going to go down here, but it does well over 50% damage onto the town hall, as you can see. But the strength of the Giga Tesla is that it can shoot in numbers. So as you can see, it is blasting 4 dragons, and that is what you tend to do. Your dragons do tend to get to that town hall in force, but there you are. Let's move on to the baby dragons. Here we are then, the baby dragons. I'm looking forward to the next one, the P.E.K.K.A. I'm so excited to see these stronger troops in action against the Giga Tesla. Baby Dragon doing a lot of work, but going down relatively quick to the Giga Tesla. And as you can see, when we put 4 of them in, they will start to get shredded. They lose their ability. Obviously, you wouldn't tend to use 4 baby dragons unless you were doing a baby loon farming strategy, for example. But they will get that Giga Tesla down eventually. It's just quite nice for you to see how much damage it does on every troop, so it gives you a bit of an idea for your specific strategy. But let's move on to the P.E.K.K.A. Alright guys, so the P.E.K.K.A. is one of them troops that people might target straight onto a town hall, but let's see how this one goes. Obviously, in years gone by, the Tesla would do double damage on a P.E.K.K.A. That has been changed, so no difference with the Giga Tesla, and the P.E.K.K.A. really isn't going to have an issue. However, the fact that it can fight back is just amazing, and it does do a bit of damage with that giant bomb, and it will be lethal for them bowler and Bullwitch style attacks. You'll see that in a second, guys. Now we move on to miners, which is an interesting troop for me because I like to use the mass miner farming strategy. So I need to get that town hall down. With it being a storage, that will be even more difficult now with Town Hall 12, and the fact that the miners, they come out in force, and this defense is designed to shred through troops like that. Not to mention, when it goes down, it's going to do huge damage onto my miners. Let's check that out. Let's blast all the rest of these miners in, take down this Giga Tesla, then we will see from there exactly how much damage the bomb underneath does. So as they come in, as long as they don't get hit by the Eagle Artillery first, there's that bomb, does not hit them with them being underground. So interesting. But guys, the bowlers, it is going to be interesting for that one, guys. Let's move on to the next troop though. The minions are an interesting troop as well in terms of the Town Hall 12 Giga Tesla. Think about the lava loon attacks we already discussed. Often at the end of your raid, you're left over with minions and lava pups in order to clean up the rest of the base. Often take down that town hall and clutch the win. Remember the story of the last lava pup? Well, no more, my friends, because that town hall is going to fight back and take them out. Just look at how quickly it takes down the minions here. We'll put them in a little bit thicker so that you can see it in all of its glory, and hopefully we'll take it down. But look at how quickly it is taking out these minions. I've put them in a little bit thicker there to see how we do and if we can take it down. But unless we spam the minions right the way in, unfortunately, they just haven't had the punch to take down that Giga Tesla. Amazing stuff. Let's move on to the next one. The Hog Riders bring up a whole new ball game in terms of the Giga Tesla. Now just remember guys that with this being the developer build, balance might not be 100%. That's why we don't show specific numbers, because things can change. However, watch at the moment what is going to happen with these Hog Riders. So as we bring one of them in, nothing happens here guys. The Town Hall isn't activated. Let's activate it with an Earthquake spell. First Hog Rider is going to get a couple of swipes in, but not too much damage. Let's bring a couple more in so you can see the damage that the Giga Tesla does on them, and then what we'll do is spam the rest in towards the end. So you can see a few more Hog Riders. Again, if you only have a few of them onto that Giga Tesla, they'll go down pretty quick, but often you might have all of your Hog Riders there ready to go, ready to take out that Giga Tesla. When they do though guys, watch this giant bomb as it goes off. It will annihilate Hog Riders. If there's any lagging behind, they'll get through, but it will destroy them like nothing else. Let's move on to the next troop. Ah, the Valkyries, the Falcon attack you say. How will it perform at Town Hall 12? Let's take a look at the Valkyries versus the Giga Tesla. So one of them is going to be used to activate it. Gets a few swipes in because as we know, the Valkyries do have a decent amount of health. But remember, you're going to have quite a few Valkyries, and that is where the Giga Tesla has its strength. It has numerous beams that will be blasting down onto them Valkyries, especially as you level it up. As we put a few more in though, how does that giant bomb do against them? Well, it is going to do a lot of damage, so you will need that heal spell ready, especially if you're flying them into the middle. So in terms of base design, get another giant bomb or even a couple of regular bombs next to it, and you might just take out them Valkyries. We again move on to a defense targeting troop, in that of the Golem. It is the same story guys. If the Town Hall is not activated, then defense targeting troops will ignore it. This is going to be crazy in terms of base design, in terms of meta. Once it is activated though, and again you might actually want to activate it yourself, perhaps with an Earthquake spell or something like that, in order to get a bit more kind of damage onto it alongside activating it, so them defense targeting troops will go for it. In this one, the Golem isn't going to do a lot of damage, so we will put a few of them in just so you can see the damage the Giga Tesla is doing on the Golem. And again, it is going to just be extra damage. This is a one-off situation where the Giga Tesla is by itself. You've got to think this will be in the heart of a base with other defenses blasting onto a Golem. Not only is this doing damage to the Golem, it's also pinning it up, so it's actually stopping it progressing any further through the base. So we do have to remember that one as well guys. In terms of the Lava Hound, again, it's not going to do massive amounts of damage, but it will be caught up on the Town Hall if all of the air defense are down. So we are going to be activating the Eagle Artillery here guys. Bear that in mind, because I have taken out the air defense, but again, as you bring in the Lava Hound, it will ignore the Giga Tesla initially because it's not activated, it's not a defense. I'm obviously trying to stress that guys so that you are well glued up on that. But then as the Lava Hound comes in, you'd probably only ever have, you know, one or two at the most. Very rarely you'd have three of them pinned up here, but the Lava Hounds do next to no damage, don't they? However, if they do pop, you'll need them other troops that are tanking for the Giga Tesla, because you'll see here how quickly it will shred through the lava pups. So we could sit on forever watching the Lava Hound try and take out the Giga Tesla, but if we were to have enough troops in order to tank for the Giga Tesla, then the lava pups could do a little bit more work. We kind of don't have enough in this example to show you, because there is still one beam that can come at them lava pups, but let's just see if they can indeed get it done. The more Lava Hounds that pop, the more beams become available for the lava pups, so it's kind of a catch-22 for them. They're not going to take down this Town Hall. Let's just move on to the next one so we can get to the heroes at the end for you guys. Let's move on to the next troop. So the next two troops I have very much been looking forward to, the Witches and then the Bowlers, because they make up the Bow-Witch combination. It is massive at Town Hall 11 right now. How will it fare at Town Hall 12? As the Witch activates the Giga Tesla here, it obviously pops up, and it all depends on how quickly it can get onto the Witches, gets onto them quickly here initially, and remember, because it is so fast and has them multiple beams, it can get through them skeletons relatively quickly. Let's put 11 Witches in, guys, 11, and see if we can take it down. We've activated the Eagle Artillery, not the best thing here, but let's see if they can get it down. I think they certainly will. Let's move on to the Bowlers though, guys. You will enjoy this one. We move on to the final troop before the heroes, the Bowler. Now remember, the Bowler is massive at Town Hall 10 and 11. Town Hall 12 though will be a different story, especially once you get the Giga Tesla to that max level of Town Hall 12 level 5. That is because of that extra damage that it does at the end. So let's bring a few Bowlers in here, and remember, the Bowlers are quite squidgy. Although they do a decent amount of damage, look, all of them have gone down there to the Giga Tesla. Let's bring a whole host of Bowlers in, take out the Town Hall here, and see what happens when they move on forward. The Bowlers get taken straight out by that giant bomb hidden underneath the Town Hall, so your Bow-Witch attacks are going to have to be very well carefully planned. Let's move on to the heroes to wrap up this video. The Barbarian King is first up on the hit list for the Giga Tesla. He's the Barbarian King. He must be able to take this thing down. Let's check it out, guys. So this is the brand new update. Remember, Town Hall 12. This is the developer build. Things might change. Make sure to subscribe if you're still here. You must be enjoying this stuff. I will bring you more update gameplay. But as the King comes in, it is a close battle. The King not even needing that fist ability, though. He is going to take out the Giga Tesla. Let's press it right at the end here so you can see the damage onto the Barbarians. Boom, not many of them go down, and didn't quite get the King as he raced off there. Let's check out the Archer Queen though. Archer Queen it is. Remember, she has better range than the Barbarian King. She does more damage, but she doesn't have as much health, so it might not be as easy of a match for the Queen as you would think. And as you can see, it looks like from this, the Giga Tesla is flying into the lead and does indeed take down the Queen. Let's use the ability though to flip things in her favor. There you are, guys. That has shown you Queen walks, Queen charges. You're going to have to think of using an ability when the Giga Tesla is there, especially with other point defense. It will be doing significant damage to your Queen. Let's test that out again, but with the ability, we have to say the Queen is going to take it. Let's press it early on so you can see the damage it does onto the Giga Tesla. Not a chance for our invisible Queen, just the Grand Warden left for this video. Here we are then, guys, the final attack of the video. I hope you have enjoyed it and it has been helpful for you. The Grand Warden versus a level 5 Giga Tesla from the brand new Town Hall 12 update. In he comes. Now remember, the Grand Warden has that kind of healer role, so he's not going to do a lot of damage here. He is going to get fried to that Giga Tesla. Let me know your thoughts of the brand new defense down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like if you've enjoyed this video, and until next time, peace out.